We gonna do it. Hello, hello, hello. It is Monday, February 12th. It's Love Week, y'all. Y'all happy for Love Week? You should be. Every day is Love Day. You should be loving on yourself every single day anyway. But I just wanted to tap in today right quick. I'm late. I was supposed to have been on here like 10 minutes ago, but I was doing something with my students. So I had to come on here when I could. So let me fix my shirt, Lord. This a hard working teacher in front of you. Right here, shirt all lopsided and everything. Didn't even look on camera beforehand. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Toria Howard. I am a educator by day. I teach 6th through 8th grade by day. And I'm also a real estate professional. I teach financial literacy to adults and kids alike. I do business funding and, commercial funding and stuff like that too. But today, it's all about motivation. We're talking about loving on you, right? And it's kind of hard when you're an adult because, life be life and all the time. And it seems like we let a lot of things get ahead of us before we get to love on ourselves because as adults, and I'm talking about men and women, but I know women do it a lot more than not. But men do it too, especially men who love their families. Shout out to all the men who love their families, provide for their families, and are the lead and head of their families. You wear a heavy, a heavy burden, a heavy crown on your head, But you was the saying, heavier the head is where, however you say it, heavy is the head that wears the crown. So s- kudos to the men, the kings out there that are doing the things. Shout out to the queens who are doing the things, the women who are doing all of the things. I know a lot of times we are burdened down by a lot of to do all of the things, and us women because we're nurturers, we want to make sure we take care of everybody, but sometimes we forget about ourselves. And we forget about the things that we want to do, the things that we like. So drop a 1 in the comments if you're watching this live, drop a 2 if you're new to my live, and drop a 3 if you're watching a replay, and I really appreciate it. So we're going to dive into it. I was looking through my notebook now. I've been doing Motivational Monday ever since, because this is my journal. I've been doing Motivational Monday for, since what? May of 2021. So I'm coming up on my 3-year anniversary. I've been 3 years as a real estate agent. So I'm coming up 3 years of doing my Motivational Monday. And I was looking through this, and on the first page, I saw that something that I wrote to myself back in 2017. So I'm gonna share this with y'all because I think that maybe it helps some people or whatever the case may be. But it helped me kind of realize that I actually put these words on paper, and some of these things I have done, right? So what is it? It was about me, the woman that I wanted to be, and then a woman I didn't want to be, right? And this can go for men too. So I don't know how many of you write down that type of stuff. Like, do you do self reflection? Does anybody do self reflection? I know I do it all the time because me being in my Gemini nature, we are naturally. Thank you for watching it live. I appreciate it, Anna Marie. Um, Get me in my Gemini nature. Now, I'm not into zodiacs and astrological signs. I don't really know them, but I just know me. I'm hard on myself first before anybody else can. I am going to criticize myself before somebody else can. I'm going to make fun of myself, whatever. And I'm also going to reflect and make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be. So I'm going to read this right quick. So 2017, I wrote this January 2nd, 2017. I said, when I think about my most authentic self, I see a woman who really goes after what she wants. A woman that does what she says and waits patiently for the things she asks God to bestow. This woman spends more time thinking about how her actions affect others, planting more seeds in her children than others, stepping out on faith and believing God will catch her, having a positive attitude even when she is unhappy about a situation, doing more to change a circumstantial position she does not like, making better financial decisions, right? This is what I wrote about me. This is what I wanted. This is who I wanted to be back in 2017. I said, the woman I want to stray away from is the person who acts too quickly without consulting God, speaking too much and not listening, observing more. A woman who is quick to anger and does not think before actions, making excuses to to why I have not changed my body in my career. A person who refuses to network and smooth charm people to get what I want. Lastly, building a lasting foundation, marriage, finances, instead of letting things figure out on its own. So this is what I said to myself, right? I know, right? We hard on ourselves, right, Anna Marie? So I figured out who I wanted to be back in 2017. During this time period, I was about to have surgery. I haven't had surgery yet. I was over 250 pounds at the time. And yeah, right. The vision to make it play, Sharon, right. Um, I was over 250 pounds at the time, and I was sick of being big. I'm 5'10". Let me just give you some metrics. I'm 5'10". I was over 250 pounds. Now, after I had my daughter in 2011, I was like 278. So I had slimmed down some. But in 2017, I was still unhappy with my body. So I started to love on myself by actually being disciplined. And within the next year, 2018, I lost all over 70 pounds. And I was, I didn't have the body that I wanted, but it was better than what I had. And I was happy with that. So some of these things that I wrote down are, did come to fruition. And I just went, this 2024, and I just went back to look at this. And I'm just seeing how my mindset has changed because I didn't have a positive mindset at that time. Like I would get mad at something and I would let it destroy my whole entire day. How many of y'all do that? You get mad at something, you get angry, and you let it destroy your whole entire day. Okay. Thank you. You know, I started that day. It still has some time to work on it. But that day I decided I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to make something knock me off, anyone or anything knock me off my square to mess up my whole day. I used to be just mad and just venting to anybody that would listen and just do all the things. And I would bring my emotions onto other people because my energy was off. And I stopped doing that. And I've learned that I was happier after that, less stressed after that. And people always say, why you always put on this act like you always happy or whatever, you just positive all the time? It's not an act. Why would whatever I'm feeling on the inside, it's not a reflection of how you feel. So why would I put that on you? So I'm just the type of person that I'm going to I'm going to change my situation by changing my response. So that's some of the things that I did to love on myself was changing my mindset and my attitude about things. And I should stop letting things, yes, working on not letting one negative thing bring me down. You determine how you feel. So, I decided because it was just too much. I was bringing on too much all the time, just bringing anger. I'll be mad at something that happened that morning and bring it home to my children and be mad at them. And they didn't even do anything. They were just being children, right? So I had to learn how to just have a more positive mindset. When something happens, what I do is I do 10 minutes of I do 10 minutes or whatever it is. I need to get it out. And then now I'm focused on what is the solution? What is the solution to whatever it is? And if it's something that I cannot do anything about, I just let it go at that point and I let God take care of it. That's just what I have realized. Like I have to stop trying to I got to stop figuring that I'm the fixer of everything. And that's why so stressed. So how are you loving on yourself? And it's love week, right? How are you loving on yourself? I know a lot of people are thinking about other people, like what I'm going to do with this for this person, what I'm going to do for this person. But what are you going to do for you? Do you need to change your mindset? Do you need to go buy you something new? Do you need to go do your spa day? Do you need to go and just be by yourself? What is it that you need to do to love on you? Hey, Stacy, that massage was awesome. Y'all check out Stacy, y'all. She gave me a massage this weekend. It was awesome. I needed it. See, I loved on myself this weekend by getting a massage. And I feel good. I feel great. So, I got to do it more often. But the thing is, you can't forget about yourself because you can't. I know it's like cliche, you can't pour from an empty cup, but you can't. You can't pour from nothing. If you're defeated, if you're exhausted, if you're sad, if you have no happiness, if there is no joy that you can bring to yourself every single day, I choose joy every single day, regardless of the fact. Thank you, girl. Thank you, love. Yeah, check out Stacy for your massage, y'all. You're welcome. But you have to make sure that you are doing things that make you happy. You got to choose joy, whatever it is. And then stop doing all this because you didn't do all of the things in one day. You think you're a failure. You think you didn't accomplish anything. No, God willing, you have another day to accomplish whatever it is you didn't do the next day. You just got to learn how to prioritize. I know I'm still working on that. Still working on prioritizing my tasks on what's important and what's not. So, you know, I started, thinking about, and it's crazy because the Holy Spirit this morning told me to look through my journal because I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing Motivational Mondays since 2021. And something told me to look in here to find what I wanted to talk about today. And I saw this. And what I put on the bottom, I said, move, wait, love, win. Right? Because even though you want to be patient, you still have to make some type of movement. Right? But you still got to love on yourself and you be able to love on others so that you can win. Because I love making people happy. That's one of my love languages. I love making people happy. I love spending time with people. Okay, of course, I love getting gifts, and I love affirmations, right? I love giving affirmations to people and I love receiving them. People, I talk to myself all the time, or I make fun of myself all the time. I just, it is what it is. But are you loving on yourself? I know we're thinking about all the things we're going, because a lot of us that are maybe single, um, you're thinking about, oh, I'm gonna do something with my kids. I'm gonna make sure they, have stuff for Valentine's Day and all of that. Now, granted, it's a commercialized holiday. I get it, but some people love to celebrate this. A lot of people got married on Valentine's Day. So people are going to be celebrating anniversaries. It's during the week. It's Wednesday. So a lot of people are going to be celebrating this weekend instead of, on the day. So it's a celebration of love, but it should be celebrated every single day. It shouldn't just be celebrated on one day. If you love on your children, I tell my daughter, you got to give me 12 hugs a day. I love on her every single day, and I affirm her every single day. I say, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're intelligent, you're going to conquer the day. Everything you touch turns to gold. I say that to her every single day. Now, she used to hate it when I used to say it to her, because I used to say it to her before she got out the car. Now she write her own affirmations about herself. Now she has her own goals and aspirations. So because I pour into myself, because I say my affirmations every morning with my group, the Women into Networking group on Clubhouse, I say my affirmations, and because I pour into myself and let others people pour into me, now I can pour into her. And that's what I'm saying. Like, those of you that have significant others, what was the last time y'all said something nice about your wife or girlfriend or your man or your husband? Like, a lot of people are in like uncommunicable relationships. Y'all don't talk to each other. All y'all do is talk about, because I know all you do is talk about the kids, maybe talk about work, but nobody is talking about loving on each other. Like, when you're with people, when you're with somebody for a long period of time, you forget about your relationship. Your relationship comes first before the kids, before work, before anything else. Well, God, then your relationship. But a lot of people miss out on that part of the relationship, and they stop romanticizing each other. They stop dating each other. They stop loving on each other, giving each other affirmations. Like, do you put a little note in his or her bag? Do you send a text? Do whatever it is that you feel like that person will like? Because even though you feel like, oh, they ain't gonna like that, they don't care about that, people love when you put life into them, put them some light. You just never know. People love that. Even they could be the meanest person, the person that's the most negative. And when you shine that light on them and you love on them and you show them that, they're going to love it. They're going to smile regardless of the fact. So we have to stop being so vanilla, I would like to say. Stop being so vanilla when it comes to loving on each other. And what I mean by that is, like, when we shout each other out, it's not like, for instance, if you're husband and wife, you don't say, the first thing out of your mouth should not be, the mother of my children or the father of my children or my baby daddy or my baby mama. That's just saying that, oh, I'm a good mother, I'm a good dad, and that's all I am to you. What about how you feel about me? How do you see me? And that's a lot of times what happens in a lot of relationships too. We don't see each other no more. We don't see each other in the fact that, we have to, everybody like affirmations. You got to see that other person. So how are you loving on yourself so that you can love on others? And that's the thing. Um, a lot of times we can't love on others because we're not loving on ourselves. And a lot of times it's the flip. We love too much on others and don't love more on more on ourselves. So, I just wanted to, come to you all during this love week to see, are you loving on yourself? What are you gonna do? Put in the comments, what are you gonna do for yourself this week? I plan on because I want some chocolate covered strawberries. So I'm gonna buy me some. And then I want to go see Eric Bellinger. He's gonna be here on Saturday. I want to go see Eric Bellinger. So I might end up getting dressed up. I don't really have friends right here in Detroit like I used to. So I might just dress myself up. How many people date themselves? I know I do. I date myself. I used to do it all the time. But I got to get back to doing that, because the thing is, if you don't date yourself, how are you going to tell somebody else what you like? But you assume that they're supposed to know what you like. If you don't know what you like, are you supposed to know? Okay, lunch and nail salon. Hey, listen, love on yourself. However whatever makes you happy. I know I want to go eat a good meal and go see Eric Bellinger in a good dress and dance like nobody is watching, because I love to dance. So I probably would do that. I might invite my sister. She might want to go, but she don't know who he is. So I don't know if a lot of people know who Eric Bellinger is, but if he has a lot of albums, he writes a lot for a lot of people. He wrote for Chris Brown and all types of people. He's going to be in Detroit Saturday. So I'm thinking about going and dressing up and taking myself and having a good time, because I love his music. I got a few of his songs, several of his songs on my playlist. You guys probably got several of his songs on your playlist too. He just wrote it for. He's written for a lot of people. So I'm thinking about doing that. I got dressing up in red. Going to the concert and just dancing like nobody is watching, singing loud. Like nobody's watching. Because who cares? That's what I want to do. How I'm choosing joy. Okay, having me a good meal and then going to see Eric Bellinger. So, what are you guys doing for yourself for Love Week? Love Day, or however you want to do it this weekend, whatever. Because you got to love on yourself first. You got to love on yourself first in order for you to pour into others. And first of all, you got to love on you, so you'll know what to tell somebody else that you like. Those of us, you know, that are thinking about what we like but don't know, you have to go and have these experiences with yourself. Do you like to go to the art museum? And we all get caught up because nobody want to go with us. Everybody can't go. That's just a journey in life, period. So why wait for other people to experience life because you don't have nobody to go with you? Everybody's scared to do stuff by themselves. Why? Guess what happens when you do things by yourself? You might meet that person that you're supposed to be with. Just saying. You never know, because people don't like a crowd. When you look more approachable when you're by yourself, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, just the thing is, you can't expect other people to do things for you that you don't even know that you like, and then you want people to play these guessing games like, this is what I like, because you should already know that. Why? When you haven't even explored those options yourself. When that thing was going around about the restaurants, the first date restaurants or whatever that was going around, and it was all the controversy and everybody was mad about the list. But my whole thing is, my whole thing is this, from my perspective. A lot of those restaurants on that list, I didn't go to on a regular. So why would I have somebody else take me there? I like Cheesecake Factory, by the way. But some of the other restaurants, I don't eat there on a regular. And I'm not expecting people to, men to, take me to Ruth Chris or to Joe Murals, or, spending, $300 on a bill when we first meet up. That's not my expectation. Maybe, we have a lot of false expectations of love these days too. And if you, how many times are you taking yourself to Ruth Chris or Joe Murals, or, and spent $200 and $300? I'll wait. It's not often. It's like, unless you just got it like that. If you got it like that and you do it on a regular, that's fine. But you spending $200 and $300 by yourself though at a restaurant like that, you eating real good and you drinking real good because you by yourself. But average is probably like 120, 150. But because if you get the meal and you got everything is a la carte, and then you got to get a drink if you like to drink wine or spirits or whatever the case may be. So you gotta do those things for yourself in order for somebody else to do it for you. You can't expect somebody to take you to an expensive restaurant, especially if you can't read the menu. I'm just saying. Or you have never eaten there and you want somebody to take you and expect them to spend $300-400. Like that's just not me. I don't do that. Like first meeting somebody. Now if it's my man or something like that, oh, my food here. And we've been together, that's something that we do. But usually I'll be like, let's invest this $300. You know what I mean? Because Nvidia is up $716 right now, and if you would invest in Nvidia last year when it was at 150, you would be real up right now. But that's just a little stock tip. I was mad when I saw that, because I picked that stock and I was like, it's up. Ooh. Anyway, I ain't gonna get up in arms about it. But anyway, I just want to know what y'all doing for your loving on yourself this week. It's Love Week. What y'all doing? Hey D. So what y'all doing? Let me know in the comments. I know Anne Marie said she was going to take herself to lunch in the nail salon. I want to go see Eric Bellinger. Anybody know who Eric Bellinger is? I want to go see him. He's supposed to be here Saturday. And we're gonna be off next week for winter break. So I'm really gonna be loving on myself then. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna get some rest for real. But anyway, I bid you to do my food here. So I'm about to eat this. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Real Estate Tuesday. So come back. We're talking real estate today. I just wanted to talk about, loving on yourself, because a lot of people miss that, especially as adults, as parents, as husband, wives, girlfriends, with whatever, whatever your titles are, but do you know who you are? And that's why I read to you, what I wrote to myself in 2017, because some of these things I've done, some of these things I'm still working on. So I know who I am and who I want to be. Do you? By doing that, it's by doing stuff for you. Do some stuff for you. Love on you. Do you know what you like? Do you know your hobbies? Do you know what you want to do in life, to move, to grow? If you want to grow, maybe you like where you are, you want to stay where you are, that's fine too. But I'm a Gemini, so I constantly gotta be on the move, baby. Thank you, Neek. I appreciate you. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep talking. So I bid you adieu. I'll see y'all tomorrow for Real Estate Tuesday, or I'll see you in these social media streets. Give me some love. Share this video if you felt like it can help somebody. I'm just saying, love on you first, and then maybe you can pour in and have somebody love on you too, and all of that. But make sure you love on yourself. All right. Bye.